Greetings, punks, goths, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk. How you're all doing? My name's John and this is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, today I'm going to talk about what I take out in my backpack when I go hiking, because some people are interested to know what others take out. So I'm going to go and I'll show you everything that I typically take in my backpack. And this is on, like, say, a 5 or 6 mile walk. Now, also I do videos, so there's going to be some equipment that I use for making my YouTube videos. So I'll go through the basics with you. So first of all, I've got my backpack. So for a 5 or 6 mile walk, I'll just use one of these. It's a Carrymore Shire 35 litre backpack. And this is ideal for a day hike or a day pack. And yeah, pretty decent rucksack. I've had all sorts of rucksacks, but this one's quite comfy. So like I say, it's an ideal size for day hikes. You certainly don't want to be taking like a massive oversized 65 litre on a day hike. It's just, you know, excess weight and you're not going to be using it all up. Well, most people won't anyway on a day hike. So with this backpack, I actually got a backpack cover free with it. So this came with it. Now the backpack itself I got second hand for I think it was £4 from a charity shop, and it was in almost new and used condition. And this backpack cover's great if it ever rains, and it packs down to virtually nothing. And I can hide that inside my hand. So came with that, and that's great if it starts raining. Stops you, even though the waterproof rucksack, if you're in a heavy downpour, it can soak through. And if you've got dry clothes and stuff, you certainly don't want it to be getting soaked in your backpack. So another item which I always pack in my rucksack, particularly handy if you live in a very wet place like me in the north of England, is a poncho. Now these are absolutely great if you want to travel pretty light in the summer, and if you don't want to be bringing big heavy jackets with you. You can wear your light clothes and you can have one of these in your rucksack, and you know, if it starts pouring down, you're covered and you're not going to get soaked through. And that's really helpful if you're, you know, if you're in an exposed place on top of a hilltop or something. It's great to have a bit of protection from the rain. So that always goes in my rucksack. So the next thing I take on a day hike is a couple of items of clothes usually. Now I'm not going to do a video today on, you know, hiking clothes. This is just about what I take out in my backpack, but I do take some items with me. So basically I take a long sleeve t-shirt. It's just another layer. You know, if you're feeling a bit cold on the top, you can put this on over your t-shirt or under it. Also on a hike, I like to take a hoodie if you get really cold or you need to warm up. Now I take a hoodie. So pack this up and the long sleeve t-shirt, and I put that at the bottom of my rucksack. Now sometimes I might take an extra pair of socks as well if I think I'm going to get my socks wet. So that's another thing you can take clothes wise. So the things I'm covering today, it's mainly spring, summer and autumn hiking or walking. Now in the summer I also like to bring a wide brimmed hat to keep the sun off my head. Now this one here, I've actually proofed it with wax, so it's actually waterproof now to a fair degree. I used a lot of wax on it. So yeah, keep your head out of the sun. You don't want to get sunstroke or anything like that. So while I'm talking about the sun, it's really important to bring out some sunscreen. Unfortunately the label's worn off this and there's not much left. I'm going to have to get a new one. So this is a factor 50. And I use that on my arms, on my neck, the back of my head, anywhere where my skin's exposed, my legs if I've got shorts on. Recently I got this one as well. Well, my daughter gave it me as a gift. It's a little roll-on sunscreen and it's factor 50, and this is for your face really. So it's got skincare in it, but I won't go into that. So basically it's a roll on. You just put it on your cheeks, on your nose, on your forehead, your ears. And the great thing about this is it's easy to apply, so you can apply it as you need it. And once you put it on, just rub it in a bit and then you're covered. And what I really love about this is with the spray on and other types of sunscreen, what I've found, and you'll find this especially if you're hiking in summer and it's really hot or heat waves, once you start sweating a lot, it starts running through the sunscreen and it goes into your eyes, and honestly it hurts so much. The last time that happened, my eyes were stinging out to like stand still for about a minute because it was just really hurting my eyes. So great thing about this is you don't get that with this. So I'd say it's worthwhile getting, you know, a decent sunscreen for your face that's not going to run into your eyes and burn them. But at the end of the day, any sunscreen is better than none at all. So next, as I go out making videos a lot, as a YouTuber, I take out video equipment with me. Now this is one of the items I always bring, and this is a gimbal stabilizer. Works on my phone or my action cam. So make sure that's charged up. Keep it in the case. And it's like a really handy hard styrofoam case, and I always keep electronic. Oops. I always keep electronic equipment in the case or box to protect it, because it's all, you know, it's swishing around in your rucksack all day when you're not using it. A lot of the time these days I bring this action cam with me, and this is a budget action cam. It's a Sofola SF530, and for a budget cam I got it for 50 second hand, but I think new you can pick them up for about 80 on Amazon. And it's a really good action cam, but it has one drawback. The drawback is the stabilisation you get with it. The electronic stabilisation isn't very good. You can't really move and film, which for a hiker is a big, you know, disadvantage. So I've got round that. It doesn't fit in my phone gimbal, so I got an adapter for it. And basically you put your action cam in this little adapter and it'll go in your phone gimbal stabilizer. Now using that, it's working really well, this camera. But its only fault was the stabilization, because you don't want shaky video, but with the adapter in the mobile gimbal it's really good. And yeah, I'm happy with this. It came with a wireless mic, so it's absolutely perfect for me. You know, it is a budget camera. It's not going to be as good as a GoPro. It's not going to give you that quite nice quality of film. It's good enough. It does like 4K videos, so that's great. But I'm not saying it's as good as a GoPro. It certainly isn't, but it's good enough for me. So next I'm going to cover drink and food, what I bring with me. Now, I've got one of these hard bottles. It takes 1.5 litres. Now this is the absolute minimum I'd take out. In the summer I'd be taking this out, and at least another ½ litre, so 2 litres in the summer. If it was a long, very long hike in the summer, I'd take more than this. But this is handy, so that'll go in my rucksack. Food wise, on a hike, on a day hike, say a 5-6 mile hike, I don't tend to take a lot of food. I plan it so I'm eating before, whether I'm eating a big breakfast or a big lunch, and then I'll go on my hike after that. Thing is with food, the more you eat, it's part of human biology is once you start eating, your bowels will start moving. So then you've got, like, if you're eating big meals when you're out hiking, there's a fair chance you're going to need a bowel movement, and that's not something I really want on a 5-6 mile walk. So maybe I'll end at a pub or somewhere and I'll eat there. I'll definitely eat before, but actually on the hike, I usually take something like a flapjack for energy. A couple of pieces of fruit. I've not got any with me for this video because I've ate them. But usually a banana and an orange, something like that. And for emergency backup, I always take these energy sweets. It's just like dextrose, dextro energy, blackcurrant, plus vitamin C. So I don't often end up eating these. I have got another packet that's half eaten, but occasionally if I need that energy boost, these are good. Talking about food and what I've just talked about, I know it's unpleasant, but just in case, take a little trowel with you. You can take something smaller than this, you know, so if you do have to go in nature, you can bury it. Always bury it. If you go to the toilet and you poo, bury it. Don't leave it out for everyone to see. It's disgusting. I've come across it a few times, and you know, there's poo and there's dirty toilet paper, which is just as bad, and you know, it's disgusting. Bury it. Even cats bury the poo. Come on, guys. Also, I like to bring a bag with me for my rubbish, for empty packets and wrappers, and if I see other people have littered, you know, in nice places in nature, I pick up their litter, what I can, and I bring it back and I bin it when I get home. This is just a, you know, a reusable shopping bag, but you can use any kind of plastic bag really. I forgot to say a minute ago, if I'm using my phone to film while I'm outdoors, I bring a little wireless microphone that works with the phone. This comes with a windshield. Outdoors, I always use a windshield because the sound of wind's really awful on videos. I know it can't be helped sometimes, but I try and minimise it as much as I can, because I know a lot of people, if there's a lot of wind noise, they'll just skip the video. So yeah, bring that out with me. Make sure all my electrical equipment's fully charged before I go. So talking about electric equipment, I always bring a head torch with me. There's nothing worse than being stuck out on the moors and hills, you know, in the dark, because it happens to everyone. It happened to me not that long ago. So make sure you've got a head torch with you, or just a bright, powerful torch. I often bring the two, make sure they're charged up again. Next, I always make sure I bring a first aid kit with me. So it's just a basic first aid kit I take on hikes, because you never know. Inside here I've got a couple of packets of tablets, paracetamol and ibuprofen. I've got a little penknife multi-tool thing. It's got a blade under 3 inches long and it's folding, so it's legal in the UK. You don't need a big knife when you're out hiking. I mean, really, you just need a small little multi-tool or a small legal carry knife. You don't need a big blade for. About the main thing I use on this is like peeling oranges and cutting strips of plaster sometimes. Talking about plasters, this is the most important part of my first aid kit. You can buy them really cheap in these big strips. I think it was 50p. You get 2 big strips and you can cut them to whatever size you want, and these are great for covering blisters up. You're covering them up well till you get home. But yeah, it can be practically a lifesaver when you're out. And you've got all your other standard stuff there, basic first aid stuff, bandages, triangular bandages, all that type of stuff. Because you've got to remember, even if you don't get injured, you might come across someone else who's injured and might need help. So always bring a first aid kit. So the last thing I like to pack in my rucksack when I go on hikes are a pair of secateurs and a pair of gloves. I've only got the right hand glove, which I usually just bring. Reason why is a lot of public footpaths are overgrown, and you come to stiles and they're absolutely grown over with brambles and nettles and you can't use them. So a pair of secateurs, bit of direct action. Bottom of my rucksack, I've used them several times, probably about 6 times in the last couple of years when I've come across an overgrown, unusable stile. So you're clearing it for yourself and you're clearing it for other hikers as well. And it's important we keep these footpaths, public footpaths, open and they don't go out of use. So that's my basic loadout today, what I take out on a day hike. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to all my recent subscribers. You guys mean a lot. And for you guys that have been subscribed for a while now, cheers guys, you guys rock. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video today. If you did enjoy watching it, don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe. Really helps grow the channel. And until the next video, don't forget, Be different, stay weird and stay free. Bye now.